size to go for things like Vemba and blue Bream trophies. Do you want to push it on those? Like, do you want to go up to like 10 or 12, or do you want to stay in this like 16, 18 sweet spot? I also don't want to like bust my stuff with these stupid leaders. I've lost so many hooks and stuff lately. 10? All right, we'll try 10. I like it. I like it. And then I think bait-wise, we want to go... What's working? Bark beetle and algae, right? I need to go make some frickin' white bream mix. Let me see if there's any... let's see if there's any... I don't think there's any, like, new PVA junk for... Oh, there is a blue bream. I could throw that blue bream mix on there. That might be fun to try. Hey, thanks for the follow, Mr. Crow. I appreciate it. We could try... Oh, there's a Vemba one as well. Ah, what do you do? Vemba or blue bream? Which do you target? Alright, on this one we want to go size 10 as well, 3.1 as well, or 3.2 I guess. And how much algae do I have? 14 pieces. We gotta start scooping. We gotta start scooping. Yeah, do I make this do I make Vemba or blue bream mix? What do y'all think? I'm going to fish at 70, 100 or whatever. Just for a little while. You don't bream fish? Why don't you bream fish, Ascertain, man? You say blue bream mix? Okay, we'll try the blue bream mix. Blue bream is more rare, right? I mean, in most scenarios, there are like some weird times when blue bream spots just blow up. You've never done bream fishing? Well, this isn't like normal bream fishing. This is some weird bream fishing. This is like for the rare species. Where did you catch a trophy burbot at, Ascertain, man? Because here's what we could do earlier. I haven't figured out if I'm going to do like... I'm going to be hitting carp hard this weekend, right? So I haven't figured out if I want to do much carp fishing today or not. I know this weekend I'm going to just hit carp hard. Try to at least. So, I don't know. The other thing I could do is we could go catch some bleak, rough, bait fish for perch, not catch a trophy perch again, but get a bunch of bait fish, perch, and then go try to catch taimen. I don't think I've ever really gone after taimen. I know they're hard to catch or like pretty rare and stuff, but we could just go like spin fish at below. Yeah. See if we can get a taimen. You got a trophy bream on the key at Corey? That's interesting. That's interesting. A dev diary? Oh no, guys.
My name's Darren Potter. I'm the executive producer of the Catch, Carp and Course for Dovetail Games. Dovetail Games are all about creating simulations, and those simulations are as authentic as we can truly get to. This game is called the Catch, Carp and Course. It's all about the battle of man versus fish. It's the hunt for the elusive monster boss fish and all of the strategy that goes into that.
It's so depressing seeing videos of this game.
Equipment to tackle
you can tell it's going to be the exact same gameplay, which is it's just not fun.
It's not just about the boss fish, though. We're also trying to encourage players to catch every species of fish. This is a hunting game. Like,
come on, look at that. Well, they've taken the UI off.
35 different strategies, skills, and tactics.
Okay, first of all, I cannot stand the way they do inventory in dovetail fishing games. Right? You basically have 3 different tackle boxes, quote-unquote tackle boxes, and you equip what you want in your tackle boxes, and that's like basically what you have on your different rods. It's just, I don't know, it just feels so limiting and weird.
To catch every single species. Not just every species, though. Every boss fish is different. They live in different places.
That's right. UI is horrible. The other thing that is just not fun is the actual mechanic of fishing and fighting fish. it feels like it's this strict like program that's been created of like, okay, this is how it's going to happen. It's going to happen this time every time.
They have different likes and dislikes. Some may prefer a large bait.
A lot of times the games are beautiful. They have some good ideas in them, but
it makes a difference.
Some of the core stuff they just can't get right.
It'll take both
Thanks for the follow
and skill to succeed as you choose your angling spot carefully based on the time of day, the weather conditions, and then the perfect equipment setup.
That's right.
Before you
get them close to the shore, and then like you lose control.
Really elusive creatures.
And getting them to the shore is like the same every time. All right. We learned nothing. We learned nothing, but they did a gameplay video a few days ago, and you could tell from the gameplay, it's like, okay, same game. They're talking about all this new engine stuff, and I'm like, yeah, but the mechanics of fishing are the exact same. Will I still try it? Probably, because I'm a sucker, but the smart money is on, it's just going to be a rehash of the same stuff that you've seen a million times from Dovetail. What were we doing here? Ground bait? All right. We need to make sure we have some peas. We'll probably just make like a couple stacks of this, as long as we don't fail. Casters. Casters. Looks like I've already got some of those. Biscuit. Wait. Biscuit is spelled, oh yeah, B-I. I was like, in my head, I was thinking BU. Isn't that kind of embarrassing? All right. Powdered milk. I got to get that from the store. Cheese. Yikes. And fennel. I think I have cheese on me. Yeah, we'll definitely just make a couple stacks of this. Fennel. All right, I've got some. All right, powdered milk. I probably don't have any powdered milk. We'll find out. Oh, that's pasteurized milk. But there is powdered milk here too, right? Oh, that's condensed milk. Oh, there's powdered milk. 1, 2. And then cheese. I assume you can't use burnt cheese. I mean, melted cheese. You probably have to have the real stuff, which is fine. I mean, I think that's what they mean is the real stuff. All right. Blue River. Nope. Bream. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can figure this out. Ground peas. Casters. Yeah, so we're gonna be hitting carp hard this weekend. I'll try to stream as much as I can. So I was kind of trying to lay off him a little bit today, but we'll see. I might not be able to stay away. I didn't really fish for him yesterday either, because I feel like I hit him so hard over the few days. Like I don't want to fish him out, you know. How about some cheese, huh? Wait, where's my cheese? There it is. Don't be using up all my cheese though. What's up, Foxy? Welcome back. What do we need here? Fennel? All right, let's try this. Let's try this weird stuff, man. I've never used this ground bait mix. This is kind of weird. I think we need 2 stacks of them. Although this is going to make like, what, 50, right? It's got so many ingredients. 60. Holy cow. 10 out of 10. Do it again. Oh, great. It's raining. It's going to be really hard to scoop in the rain. We might as well go make some more tea. Not really, but I mean, good grief. I'm going to go ahead and take a shot of moonshine. Let's get this party started. Oh, that is so sweet, Glock. Thank you. Glock sent me some algae. I really appreciate that. That'll keep me going a little longer. All right, we're going to, where did I say we're going? Like 71, 100 or something? You're fishing at Amber. Amber has been beautiful. The amount of silver and XP I've made at Amber in the last 2 weeks is almost embarrassing. It's almost embarrassing. And yet I've spent all that silver. Grats on level 12. Booer failed. Nice linear. See, if I keep seeing these carp come up in chat, eventually I'm going to have to go carp fish. But I'm going to try to let amber rest for another day as much as I can. So this is just like 71-100. This is like normal Volkov spot. But this is saying 20 to 25. So we'll just do 22 on both, I think. Let's go ahead and put that blue bream mix on. Golly, did 10 out of 10 on both. That is awesome. I think I'm going to try a little bit of float just to start off with. We'll have 2 feeders and 1 float, and then I'll probably switch to 3 feeders. All right, let's make sure this is set up right. Let's use 1 stack at a time since it's big stack. 10, 3.2. Yeah, we should be good. I guess I could switch them to blinkers so that y'all don't have to hear the bells. Did we clip it? Nope. Look, Mom, I'm on TV. Welcome to the show. Alright. And on this, we want maybe 10.5 line. I don't think we're going to catch anything, actually. How deep do y'all think it gets out there? I mean, it supposedly gets pretty deep, but I don't know how quick it gets that deep. We'll start max depth, and then we'll go from there. Okay, let's see. Max cast. Look down so it doesn't pop back. Yeah, I think that's gonna be okay. Looks like it's sitting. Bark beetle. First fish. Let's see if it's a good one. I can't tell, like, it's hard to tell when you're getting a bite on float here because of the current. I mean, it looks like something is messing with that, but in reality, it's probably just the current and the wind. We don't really want to catch regular bream at the moment, to be honest. Oh. Actually, I did see this on VK, and I actually fished here yesterday too. There's been a lot of people posting about this spot on VK in the last few days. I think it's been pretty consistently good if you're trying to catch, you know, like Vimba, Nace. What is that? That's a Nace, isn't it? Just the underbelly of it. But what I didn't see yesterday or the day before when I fished here, I didn't see any blue bream. So yeah, that post talked about blue bream, and I was like, what? Let's see. Let's test this out. I can't tell what the heck is going on with this. I don't think this is going to be a good spot for me to try to float fish. I mean, we could maybe do it a little closer to shore. What happens if we throw a piece of algae on here? I'm just curious. Oh, that's what's going on. Okay, so the current actually moves straight away from us. Look at that. It's pretty strong current too. I've got it set so deep that the hook and everything is dragging across the bottom right now. There is Nace. Yeah, I've definitely seen Nace. Thunder right now, maybe some eel fishing. Do I have good PVA for amber? Honestly, Foxy, this is the PVA I've been using for amber, and I've been using this PVA for about a week now. This right here. The blue bream was caught in algae. Yeah, moonshine is purchased at Volkov. How did I get so far behind chat? I don't know. I'm an idiot. Yeah, I've been using this daggum PVA mix for like forever now. All right, we're wasting time trying to float fish here with this current, to be honest. All right. I mean, if we had a bolo rod, we could like, I mean, we do have a bolo rod. I guess I could try to do that, but I don't feel like it. Let's go third Boonison here. Thanks, Foxy. I don't know about that, but I've definitely been on a good run lately at Amber, but, you know, I've had some bad sessions too, or some like not as great sessions. I wonder if there's anything else that Blue Bream are coming in on weekly right now. No, but they are coming in on Bark Beetle some. They are coming in on Bark Beetle some. Now that's interesting. Garlic dough. It's a pretty small one, but still, it's kind of interesting. All right, so let's double up on the Bark Beetle. I want to go like maybe we push it a little bit with an 8 on this one and just see like what happens. We probably will decrease our bite rate a little bit, but we'll see. We'll go same clip as the other two. Cast off this rock. Did I ever change the leader? Yeah, I did. Okay. Well, I can't. Okay. But, like I said, I've taken a couple days off of Amber, and I don't know if, from what I've seen, it looks like people are still using at least PVAs pretty similar to that, if not that exact one. But, hey, it's another nace. I really like catching these big nace, and they add up. They're not terrible on silver. They're really not. Although, holy cow, I've got to do some, I got to do some crafting in terms of, my, what's it called? This stuff? Thermos of mulled wine. And while we're at it, we might as well make some more tea and coffee. What's up, Relicate? How you doing today? That is another nace, I think. The good news is we're getting all marker nace so far. Now, it's also overnight, so it's probably, or like early morning. It's probably going to be pretty strong right now. The question is, what does this spot look like during the day? You know what I just thought about? I should save some of this algae. Let's see what we've got here. Is that another bream? Alright, we'll go down to 10 algae and then we're going to save the rest. If I'm going to hit carp hard this weekend, I may want to have a little bit of algae. And I'll keep scooping. Yeah, I did too. Well, no, I got well, I don't remember if it was on algae actually. There we go. That's what we're looking for, guys. I mean, Vimba and Nace are fine, but the real question is, are the blue bream going to show up? That's the real question. I caught a regular mussel here yesterday. Hey, did you have blue bream here, Relicate, on the algae when you were fishing here? What is that? Is that another? Oh, it's a white. We might be able to do bait fish with that one. Hey, trophy-eyed. There is a trophy-eyed here at Volkov. Trophy-eyed spot. And I know that trophy-eyeds have been caught at Quarry. Trophy-eyeds are the meta right now. Yeah, eyeds coming out at Amber as well. We've got eyeds everywhere. Look at that beautiful nace. Alright, 2 more on the algae. We can scoop as well. You got some? There we go. See, if I had points in it, I feel like I would get algae more often and maybe get multiple pieces. I'm not sure about that. I don't care about this stuff. You can buy it in the store. But to get the rare ones is nice. Thank you, Glock. Glock, scoop for me. I appreciate it. Oh, man. What are you scooping? You got points in your scoop there, Glock? What's going on? You don't have to send me any more algae. I appreciate it, though. Did y'all see that stinking trophy? I mean, super trophy roach yesterday? Honestly, I didn't know if I would ever catch another blue tag in my life. I mean, it's been like years since I caught the first one at Sura. And then all of a sudden we got this fatty. I caught about 8 trophies in the pond at Sura, and then about after the 8th trophy, and this is over the course of like 3 or 4 in-game days, and then boom, the blue tag came out. Nice barbel and mirror. Rejuvenated. What bait was I using? It was I'm 99% sure it was mayfly larva, but I can show you the spot too if you want to see the spot. But we can look. Let's see. I wonder if that was bigger than the first blue tag I had. Let's check. Common roach. Yeah, that's the one from yesterday. Mayfly larva at Sura. See, both of them were at Sura, but the other one was the other one is the bait that will not be named. The first blue tag I had was caught on this. Right? And then that one was mayfly larva, which is kind of nice that when you catch a blue tag on a fish, on a bait that you can purchase from the store and it's not like you have to be level 1,000,000 to harvest it with the shovel. Alright, this is the first Vimba we've seen. We can scoop again. I don't know. There's another Vimba. So it's daytime now. We're catching some Vimba. But if during the day, if like there's a lot of non-marker fish here, I'm gonna get bored quick. If it's all like undersized garbage, you know. That's 2 small Vimba in a row. Somebody have a nice common? Oh yeah, trophy common. I swear y'all are gonna have me at Amber before I can. Sounds good, Relicade. Have you streamed yet, Relicade? Oh, man. Did I miss it? Nace is the place. Is that your Twitch? Here, whisper your Twitch thing to me if you have time before you have to leave. Whisper your, I'll post it in chat so people can go follow you over there. Or somebody whisper it to me. And I'll post it. His Twitch link. Are you on Twitch? I assume you're doing Twitch. Yeah, you can't post it directly in chat. Somebody have to do a whisper on Twitch. Do you have it, Razor? That looks like a blue from here. Yeah, 2 marker blues. That's pretty sweet. Maybe they'll come in. Maybe they'll come in during the day some too. All right, cool. All right, guys. If y'all haven't already, let's go follow Relicade. I'm gonna link it here in just a second. What the heck? It is not wanting to copy that. Hold on. It's just your name. Gotcha. Alright, let's go, follow Relicade. Alright, I'm now following Relicade. Oh man, looks good, Relicade. Crystal clear. Catching those bleak. Yeah, it looks like it was working well. Good job. Good job. There's Relicade's link again. What's up, Robert? Welcome back. Hey, what's up, Amar? How you doing today? Am I going to play Greedfall? Oh, I don't know. I think I still have it downloaded. I don't know. We'll see. The combat was a little bit of a turnoff to me, but I think I might have just needed to try a different weapon class or something. Ribo Kos, thank you for the follow. Did you are you pretty far into it now, Amar? Have you still been playing it? Yeah. Okay, so this is not cool. We've caught 3 Vimbas and all of them have been undersized. What? Got your first trophy perch, Smokey? Wait, what did Lee have? Oh. And that was probably on float, to be honest. I hope you don't mean you got a trophy perch at Mosquito. That's not allowed. You're not allowed to out-perch me at Mosquito. It's kind of like PTSD. Yes! Algae. Yeah, but honestly, they're coming in on the bark beetle larva as well, so I'm not sure that algae is required. I'm not sure that algae is required. What is Darko talking about? Glad to see it's working for you as well, Lee. Where are they fishing? Lee had a nice common, nice mirror. Is he at 64.94 as well? You got your trophy blue bream on Bark Beetle. Oh, our first non-marker Nace. That's kind of sad. Son of a gun. Sorry for munching on melons in your ear. Ooh, Grat's tally. Grat's own level. Melons and carrots. Do they have carrots in this game? I've never eaten a carrot. I don't think. But I lose track of all the food they have in this game now. I still remember, like, the first time, I don't know, within the last couple months probably, I was playing and all of a sudden, like, Jessica Tim or somebody was eating bacon in chat. And I was like, when did they put bacon in this game? They're one of the cheapest. Oh, really? And do they just straight up sell them in the grocery store? Or are they in the, like, farmer's market or something? Jessica always eats crazy stuff. Yeah, and drinks crazy stuff, too. They're in the grocery? Okay, we'll have to check out carrots then. After I finish leveling my float, I think well, yeah, I guess the next thing I'll focus is probably cooking after float. But one day we got to work on lure making, but this is definitely not the time. It's too expensive. And I do need to start saving again for, you know, in 6 months when the new river comes out. I actually want it to be, like, now it seems like the new river's going to come out while I'm out of town next week, which is a complete bummer. Megmer, what's up? I'm just, like, fishing for all the little things at Volkov right now. We're catching blues and Vembas and Nace, regular Bream a little bit. Maybe this weekend? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think it's going to be this weekend, but I think I'm just, like, preparing myself. It'd be awesome if it was this weekend, because then I'd have, like, a couple days before I go out of town, a few days. But I think it's going to be, while I'm out of town. I'm just preparing myself for the worst, you know? Yeah. Algae might be a little higher percentage of, thanks, Glock. Algae might be a little higher percentage of catching blue bream. I think you're probably, what do you call it? You're eliminating some of the garbage fish, some of the other fish. I need to cover up chat. Like, my in-game chat is sitting here advertising for someone else streaming. Why am I advertising for someone else streaming? Nice Nace. I like these fat Nace, though. Next week, New Rivers, and I think so. I think as soon as I leave town, it's going to come out. As soon as I leave town. RF4 advertisements, yeah. Good afternoon, fishermen. Salty McSalt is going to be streaming in 2 hours. Stop watching MDawg and go watch Salty McSalt. What's the largest Nace I have? Over a kilo. Good grief. It looks like a completely different fish at that point. It's kind of pug-nosed, isn't it? It's like, it's got a cute little squared off nose. Different coloration. You can't read it because yours is in Russian. Are you on the Russian server? Chimpanzee says, I hope the new river won't be too high a level requirement. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. It could be. That's the other thing. We could just put maggots in, right? Instead of one of our bark beetle larvae. Let's eat some carrot. Oh, I'm not hungry yet. You're on the Russian region. I thought about creating an account on the Russian region just to see what that would be like. Well, we know the taiman's going to be big, right? And the trout was small. That like pink trout or whatever, those are pretty small. But then that other fish that I never had heard of, those get pretty big too. But who knows? I mean, there's supposedly going to be a ton of new fish species. I mean, it just depends on what they put in there. But I don't know. I mean, they could go either way, Chimpanzee. I mean, I think it'll be higher level than Seversky was, right? I don't think this will be a lower level river than Donuts. But how high? I have no idea. And I could be totally wrong on that. I mean, it could be like 15 or something, but one below Octuba. Hey, we got a blue on bark beetle again. I think 30 is the highest they would go. And it could be 30, but I think that's the highest they would go. Pranaki, what's up? What ground bait do I use? I just throw ingredients together and hope for the best. Just kidding. This is what I'm using right now. This is from the whatever that thing is. The spreadsheet. I wonder how long it'll take them, Glock. That's weird. I would have thought that 24 hours would be as long as you would have to wait. I guess it depends on the time zone. I mean, what is it, like 8 hours ahead there or more than that? I mean, at this point, it's like almost a new day there, right? Holy crap. Can you make regular... I don't know, Razor. I don't know if there's an advantage or not, to be honest with you. It seems like people on Steam sometimes have more connectivity issues, but like that, I don't know that for sure. That's just a lot of times the people that seem to be getting disconnected more happen to be on the Steam account, so I don't know if that's the case. There may not be an advantage. It seems like the developers are wanting people to move to standalone as much as possible. At least that's the impression I get, but who knows? I don't know. What level are you, Pranaki? Because the other thing you could do that I'm sure would work great is either white bream mix or even just regular bream mix. I think both of those would probably be fine in this spot. Yeah, I mean, I think I would too, Glock. I think if I had started on Steam and then like knowing what I know now, I probably would choose to go standalone, but it's hard for me to completely put myself in that position because I've been on standalone for so long now. Yeah, I'm just not sure. God, I just can't get the frickin' energy because of the rain. I can't stay on top of it. You DC'd twice yesterday? Yeah, and so the question is like, I mean, have y'all thought about just making a free account on the standalone and just maybe spending a couple hours fishing and testing it? Or at least having that account ready to go so if you do get disconnected on Steam, like to connect on your free account just to see if it seems like there's a difference. Because you never know when it might not be just some other issue and wouldn't be a difference in the account you're on. I don't know. Yeah, that's depressing, Glock. That is very depressing. Alright, so there's a roach. Did you see that? We got a little bit of delay there. We got the, like, the wheel of shame there before the fish was registered. Robert says, I've never disconnected from Steam. Yeah, so maybe it's not a Steam issue. I have no idea. Nace is the place. Alright. I don't know. Let me see. Do I have enough, I'm not quite high enough again, am I? Oh, I am. Wait, what? What is that? What is a diving beetle? What? I've never seen that before. It's not even on my list. Did they sneak that in? Thanks for stating the obvious there. Bait that you get from scooping. I mean, diving beetles are ferocious and voracious predators. What? They sound scary. They actively prey on underwater invertebrates and may attack tadpoles and juvenile fish. Are you serious? Their larvae have long saber-shaped mandibles and are predatory. An adult great diving beetle is a spry, rather large, it only weighs 2 grams, grayish brown or black beetle with yellow and brown stripes on its back and wing cases. It can grow up to 3 or 3.5 centimeters in length. It's good bait for perch. What? Trophy perch? Wait, what? Roach and small bream. Thanks to their robust exoskeletons, they can remain on the hook for a long time. They attack fish. So it's like you put them on your hook, you cast them out there, and you're not waiting for the fish to eat it. You're waiting for it to attack a fish, and then you reel it in. It is on my skill list. Water beetle. What size was that? 614. That's another nice one. Chuck it on the line. Maybe a blue tag Vimba. I guess I could use it here. Yeah, let's just use it here. We're not going to catch a trophy perch on that. Alright, let's try it one time. Diving beetle. Alright. New Vimba. Absolute record coming in. There's 2 pieces of algae. That's awesome. All right, you're saying that that is in my list? All right, bloodworms, aquatic plants, mayfly larvae, caddisfish larvae, leeches, water beetles. Are you saying that's a water beetle? Are there multiple types of beetles that you can get? Okay. Did not know this. How do you get the dung beetle? Is that from Shovel? That's the only one? I think I'm going to try maggots for a bit on this one. But that means we do need to go to 10 to have it even. Oh yeah, dung beetles is Shovel. You're right. Okay. I've just never seen it before. I guess I haven't done that much scooping. I mean, I've scooped some, but... It's probably pretty similar to what it says about dung beetle, right? Oh no, dung beetle's for large fish. Crucian, common, bream, eyed, and tench. Okay. How many of those do I have? 176 pieces? How have I gotten so many dung beetles just from all the digging and I never use them, I guess? Weird. Come on. Leech is what I was thinking of. I got another one. Y'all, I've scooped before. How have I never gotten this? Maybe I haven't scooped that much since they changed the way scooping and shoveling works. That's possible. Leeches can be good every once in a while. Leeches can do alright. It's not the most active bite rate. Okay, where are we going next? Are we going to go do the... Are we going to try trophy perch one more time? Not one more time as in it's my last time, but like get one try in today. Gosh, people are catching so many trophies over at 120, 155 now. And 64.94. Let's see what... Okay, he changed his post. Yeah, he's doing 3.2, size 12 hook, so we could go down to 12, I guess. Algae. Oh, 10 hook with the algae and 12 with the bark beetle. That's interesting. Whew. It's a little big. All right, let's see what this is on maggots. I mean, sometimes like you get too tricky for your own good. Sometimes maggots is just as good in this spot. Or even like worms and stuff, you know. I think that's a bream though. Alright, so he was using 12 on bark beetle. And, oh, that's interesting. He also shows himself casting this way a little bit. Okay, we can try that. We can try that. The carp is calling. Are leeches good for catfish? I have no idea, actually, to be honest. RF4 Fishing King, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Why is the carp key next to the shift key? I don't know. The caps key, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, you can fish burbot with leeches. I was trying to think about it. I know I've used leeches a couple times. Trying to catch burbot might have been something. I don't remember what else. What does it say on there? Every once in a while, like, there's just been a weird spot or whatever that leeches has done pretty good at, but it's not very often. Perch, chub, eyed, common bream, small catfish, it says, pike, roach, white bream, burbot, gudgeon. I would be kind of sad to catch a gudgeon on a harvestable bait, but I mean, I guess if it was a good gudgeon. I don't think amber will be nerfed. Amber has been like this before, right? It just rotates. I mean, it just like, it'll change. Spots might dry up a little bit. We'll have to find new spots. You know what I mean? It'll be fine. I don't know. I'm not convinced they nerf anything. I think they do make adjustments sometimes, but like, if you play the game, and I know some of you have been around as long as I have, but if you play it over a long period of time, you just start to see patterns like Volkov trolling has been amazing in the past. And then it definitely, over the past year, a lot of spin fishing felt like it just wasn't quite as strong, trolling or whatever. And then recently it's kind of, I don't know. I don't know that I really think they're like sitting there nerfing spots. I feel like it's some kind of like weird program or weird software that just is constantly creating new variables and changing stuff. Meta shifting keeps game alive. Yeah, I mean, you definitely, as much as we gripe when we log in and our spots aren't working and we have to figure out new stuff, it definitely makes the game feel like it's alive. I mean, that's what drives some of us away from Fishing Planet, is you literally can sit there with a spreadsheet and you know exactly what you're going to catch when you're going to catch it. And that honestly just gets boring after a while. So we don't want it to always stay the same, but you do want, especially new players that haven't been around long enough to see the ebb and flow, you do want it to always be fun. So it's a balance there. Vimba. A little small, but it's another Vimba. Yeah. Yep, I agree. I think it's a tricky balance. And they're not going to be able to make us all happy all the time, so hopefully they will do things that are, you know, good for the community and good for the game overall, even when it's painful at times. I wish that, I mean, some of the changes I haven't liked, you know, and some of them I have. But again, you can't make everybody happy. Oh, that sounds awful, chimpanzee. Like, wait, what are you going for? You talking about doing what I'm doing right now? You'll be fine. If you're talking about trolling or something, don't do it. But if you're talking about, like, putting really small hooks on and trying to catch blue bream and stuff, you're probably okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can come out here with those. I mean, heck, that's what I'm using right now. I'm using a frickin' Lacertes and that kind of stuff in this spot. But you got to be disciplined about your hook size and what bait you're using, or you will run into some hard times. Yeah. All right, what just caught that chub? All right, guys, we're taking off this. We're gonna save our last diving beetle for trophy perch, but we just caught a chub on that diving beetle, which we could catch a chub, to be fair, on the maggots as well. I think we're less likely to catch it on the bark beetle and the algae, though. You like the Lacerti for the grass carp at Old Berg? Yeah, that is a long and painful process. I do not enjoy that experience personally, but more power to you. Wow. Dang. Sitting here reading chat, not noticing I'm like pushing it in the red here. Is that a Vimba? See, this is a nice Vimba if this is a Vimba. That's what we want. That's what we want. We want the blue bream and the nice Vimba. Alright, we'll go through the evening here. Not overnight necessarily. I don't know if we'll stay here overnight, but we'll go through the evening. Is there a good eel burbot spot right now? Is that other spot still working? We could just rotate over, I guess. Or we could go catch a few rough at Mosquito for bait. I think that's a little bream. Yeah, so maggots actually are not working as well as bark beetle. I definitely recommend bark beetle over maggots right now. And if you don't have algae, maybe just go bark beetle straight across. Algae has been good, but it hasn't been like that much better than bark beetle. Yeah, that's true. That's a good call. Casters is worth trying too. Oh, that's awesome, Razor. Yeah, that eel spot's a couple weeks old now. I'm not sure if it's good at all anymore. That looks like a blue again. That is a beautiful thing. Beautiful, beautiful thing. And that is the advantage of algae if you catch a little bit higher percentage of those blues. You were getting bored of Bream at Old Berg. Yeah, I hear you. I have to mix it up. I can't fish the same thing over and over. Except for carp. Sometimes I can fish carp for a long time. As long as I'm catching like different species and stuff. That is a baby nace. Where's our carrot? Here it is. Like the initial sound is not bad, but the smacking that follows it up is pretty rough. The salmons are so dead. Is that right? I thought people were doing really well. Like I thought the this area in between the islands, people were catching a lot of aspens and stuff. You could tench all day? Interesting. Alright, this first fished on casters. I think that is a Vemba. Good call on the casters. You just need your trophy pike. You've been going for that for a while, haven't you, Glock? Yeah, that's the thing. Like, pike have been so strong at Volkov, you could just randomly get it trolling. It's scary when you're like trying to catch salmon and asp and stuff, and you're pulling in a big fish, and all of a sudden you see that huge pike mouth coming at you. It's like, what the crap have I gotten myself into? There's nothing that compares to the silver at amber right now, though, for me at least. I feel like more people are talking about 120, 155 right now than 64, 94, but it's probably close. I don't think I've ever had, I mean, I've had some okay sessions at, there's a roach. I've had some okay sessions at 120, 155, but it's never been as strong for me as it seems like it has been for some folks. Um, hold on one second. I'll think about that answer in a second here. We've got that like night rush of fish here. I'm also trying to move everything to the left. I want to see if like if it seems any stronger down here where that dude on VK was fishing. Thanks for advertising for me, Razor. I appreciate that a lot. Another roach. Roach have been good to me lately. It's a nice Vimba. Okay, let's see. You've been trying around 3 to 4 hours each day for over a week, Glock? It probably gets a lot easier to get a trophy once you have jerk unlocked, right? That's my guess. What is the rate on amber? On a good day, you make 400 600 silver per hour on Volkov. Yeah, I think that's right, Razor. I was averaging more like... For me on Volkov, I feel like it was more like an average of about 300 silver. But then every once in a while, I'd have a really good session where it'd be more than that. And then on amber... It's hard on amber because so many times I'm just sitting there for so long. Even like if I'm not streaming or making a video, then I'll just have my carp rods out on my other monitor and I might be doing something else. And so sometimes a lot of time goes by. But like the other day I had a net over 2,000 silver. I don't know. I think it's probably around 600 an hour. If it's a really good session at Amber. It just depends, right? And it's not always consistent because the trophies and cafe orders have such a big impact. What bait were you using, Pronoki? 22 fish with pipe? I don't have blue bream. Hey, what's up, Alex? Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you stopped by. On the weeklies, more people have been getting trophies with funky minnow at Oldberg. Oh, is that right? But you have to be careful with the weekly list because, I mean, it's a good starting point, but also think about this. How many people are fishing at Oldberg that don't have the jerkbait stuff unlocked? Probably a lot, right? And so... sometimes it just comes down to how many lines are in the water. In fact, I remember talking to Gene, who used to be one of the community managers or something at RF4, because back in the day it used to come up like, okay, can you catch bigger fish on the Russian server than the US server? And I mean, obviously I don't know anything behind the scenes. I don't know this to be 100% true, but what he always said was that it's the same water. You have the same chance on no matter what server you're on. But it's just a matter of odds. If you have, 120,000 people playing in Russia and 20,000 people playing in the US at any given point, then that's 120,000 to 20,000 ratio of number of lines in the water. Over time, you're just going to see larger fish when you have more lines in the water. Does that make sense? I think that I don't know if if that explains everything, but I think that does explain some things. Maybe funky minnows are better for pike right now, but there's definitely a lot more people that can use funky minnows than that can use the other things. I gotcha. I would stay at it a little bit more, Pronoki, because Blue bream are so rare that, or they can be rare, that could just be bad luck if you're really trying to get blue bream. And maybe try it without ground bait. I don't know. Maybe that white bream mix is repelling them, but I've definitely caught blue bream on white bream mix in the past. Isn't sturgeon better for silver than carp? It can be. It just depends on the bite rate, right? Sometimes sturgeon spots are so slow. They're not always so slow, but sometimes they are. And so you'll have 1 hour where you're just killing it, and then you'll have another hour where you don't make anything hardly. Yeah, there's a lot more German and Russian players, for sure, or at least there has been. Yeah, that's right, Razor. A lot of folks in Germany as well. I don't know what the numbers are like in China and Korea and stuff. I would imagine they're pretty high, but I haven't ever heard like what the ratios are. Okay. Let's catch one more fish here and then let's take off. Ivanov, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. But I will say also, like, one more thought on that whole thing is that there obviously is some level of, I don't know if you would say skill, you might say skill, but certainly like technique and strategy involved, because if you look at the leaderboards on like particular fish, it's a lot of times it's the same people. And so you can tell that, oh, thank you, Smokey. Yeah, I'm about to go check that out now. You can tell that some people have like developed really good technique, and they've done it enough that they can like notice things and make adjustments, because a lot of times you will see the same people on the weekly records for the same types of fish and that kind of thing. Yeah, that's right, Razor. I mean, yeah, that's exactly right. And that's one of the advantages. I mean, it's great having a big community and having people that can just like share spots with each other. But if you get too locked into just doing what is working for somebody else, you don't always get that learned experience of, okay, I want to go to a spot and I'm going to try a couple things, see what happens, and then make some adjustments and see how that impacts the fishing. I don't know if any of you watched back when Richard Hammer, who's a fairly well-known streamer, I mean, he's got sort of a mid-sized community, but when he started playing this a few months ago, it was really interesting. I would like catch his stream sometimes because it was so fascinating. He kind of refused to plug into the community. He just sort of stuck with his community as best I could tell. And he wanted to kind of learn everything himself, or along with his community, people who had never played the game before. And so a lot of times that meant, you know, you'd be watching him and you'd be like, oh, okay, like there are some much more efficient ways of doing that, or like you're missing out on this or that. But then other times you would see like he would sort of stumble upon things that I'd never seen before, and would figure things out that were like just by testing stuff, you know? So I thought that was a pretty cool experience. Seeing somebody, instead of like using spots from the community, everything, kind of creating their own stuff, but not just him alone. He also brought his community with him. And so they were all trying to like figure out stuff together. I thought that was pretty cool though. That is a nice blue bream order. So if you've been fishing blue bream with me, or if you're fishing for them now, You just really need one marker from 290 to get 64 silver. That's pretty sick. We didn't have any dace in that order, so trophy Vimba order. That chub order would be easy if you have the patience to go for it. We're halfway there on the roach order as well. Yeah, that's right. He doesn't like backseat. That's correct. He likes to figure out stuff himself, which is cool. So that's not a bad silver spot, right, guys? Considering the size of the fish we're catching, I mean, we have 189 silver after doing that cafe order. So, you know, that's not bad at all. That is not bad at all. All right, so let's go. What time is it? 3:04 in the morning. Let's just go pretend like we're going to be able to catch a trophy perch here. Yeah, I mean, you basically could be using. Now, I was using the Boonisons, which give me a little bit of a. But I mean, we didn't catch any trophies, so you could basically be using gear that costs next to nothing. I could have bought almost a full set of gear to fish that spot with what I made in like 1.5 hours there. Thanks for the encouragement there. Bigger carp fishing. If you want to be efficient about it, Shinji, I wouldn't even start carp fishing till you have Alpha 8000s or something similar in strength to Alpha 8000s. And then, to me, start really going for it is when you get to Tagara, the Tagaras. But people make a ton of money on carp fishing with less than Tagaras. It's raining here too. It is raining here too. All right, so let's just do one bait fish setup. Let's do one bait fish setup. So I'll get out the Impulse. I think that's what I've been mostly using, bait fish, yeah. We'll get out the Impulse. What is a bait that, like, do we want to try leeches? What do we want to try as just some random bait that's going to luck out and catch the trophy perch? I don't have that many bait fish. We'll just go down the list. We'll start with bleak. I think I'm going to do like 14 right here. Yeah, I often ask that myself, Razor. I just don't spend much time there. One thing I did think about doing was like going and doing some spin fishing and just having a couple of perch in the water just to see if I could get lucky on a timing. Burbot, of course, a lot of people fish for burbot at night there. Some people do catch brown trout on feeders, right? On like flies and stuff, but I don't know. I'm not sure if there's a ground bait that goes with that. They might just be using basic bottom, and I also don't have any idea what the bite rate is. It might be really slow. When it first came out, I caught a few brown trout that way, but I haven't really heard much about feeder fishing for brown trout lately. Yes, me too, Sophie. I'm just about over this spot in terms of trying to catch rough because of those snags. It's enough to drive you crazy. I do have a sound on, don't I? Yeah, okay. So what if we go 6.4, large one hook, Let's throw that diving beetle on for now. We don't want ground bait though. I don't think we want ground bait for the perch, and we'll do just like a 15 clip here. Uh-oh, I don't have sound on this one. Gotta change that. Yeah, let's go ahead and change it actually. Lift it high when you're bringing it back in so you don't get those snags. I am really starting to think about, like, should I just try trolling? I meant to... Wait a minute. I meant to get another lure, but it's fine. Is this what we want? Yeah. Let's try this spot one time. It's like over here. We don't want it to go far. I don't know if this spot's still working like it was, but I was catching tons of perch here before. It's just like perch after perch, you know? Oh, the eyed are still here, huh? It's crazy how the eyed moved into this spot. Okay, so the question is this going to be a better chance? Someone the other day caught a trophy perch basically over here, casting this way. And it does seem, when I tested this yesterday, it does seem like a lot of perch are here as well. So I don't know which is better. Catching perch is not the problem. Catching the right perch is the problem. Would it be better just to troll? Just to have like a wobbler, a spoon, and a wacky rig out. And just go through the miserable experience that is trolling Mosquito Lake. Look at that Chinese sleeper. That is one thing I'll say about wacky rigs is it keeps me a little more engaged because it's just like you get random stuff sometimes. Warface asks, is anyone fishing at Belaya? Somebody just caught a huge Vimba. I think that Volkov spot's pretty good right now. Belaya takes attention, yeah. That is a really fat Vimba. Oh, it came off. It wasn't that big anyway, but still. Are you trolling right now, Glock, or what? I just snagged it right into that log. Hey, this will be the cast we catch the trophy on. It's going to drop off the log right into the trophy perch's mouth. Alright, now the trophy perch is going to eat the smaller perch. Right? Boom! Log for luck. That's what I was thinking, but it didn't work out that way. It is 100% cast rate in this spot. Small stuff though, for the most part. But that's true anywhere on mosquito, I feel like, for perch. You get a lot of small fellas, and then every once in a while you get like a 600-gram one. I don't tend to get the trophies though. That's a 639 one. You got a trophy Chinese? Nice. That's always fun. Look, this frickin' lure is 39% wear. Let me see something real quick. Where's my ultralight? Oh gosh. Have to cast it a lot harder. Let's see if this seems to make a difference. Is this test not right? Yeah, it should be fine. 1 to 5 grams. Yeah. It's just like this thing just does not cast as far. What size? 6.4? We have 0 bites on our bait fish and our... It's obviously not a good spot for them. Maybe we just cast... I don't know. It's raining. Maybe like they're in the deeper part. Right? Oops. Let's just go like 25 clip. Yeah, it just depends on where you're fishing. Like there are some places that you can fish for burbot and be fairly safe from catfish, but just remember a lot of the same baits that burbot like, catfish like. And what you're trying to avoid is hooking into a 20 kilo catfish right now. You were catching burbot at that same spot? Okay. I mean, if you're using the same clip, that's pretty far out there. You could get a catfish. Who knows? I mean, catfish don't normally spool you too fast, so you've got some time to think about what you want to do at that point, but... Catfish will do night crawlers, yeah. Yeah, let me know how it goes, Glock. Obviously, if there was ever, like, a pretty consistent spot for that, that would be pretty awesome. Because you could also try to catch them on the Achilles at the same time or whatever. But, yeah, I don't know. I have a feeling that's a pretty hard thing to figure out at the moment. What's up, Relicade? Yeah, we're doing a little bit of perch fishing. I don't know how realistic it is, but I kind of want to go see if I can get a... Oh, nice, King of Canada. Got 90%. That's awesome. Oh, dang. Hold on. Let's go out this way a little bit. A little further from the shore. I was trying to catch char yesterday using the telescopic rod. Could not figure it out. I think sandwich bait is so important. And I just don't have that unlocked yet. If you're going to use float rods or telescopic rods. So yeah, I don't get the same bite rate farther away from shore. We didn't get a fish on until we got pretty close. Do we have many perch? Just one. But I've already got a couple in my inventory anyway, I think. Dang, I cannot catch a fish on these two rods, huh? This is sad. We cannot catch a perch for anything. Let's move these down by the boat and just go into the hole, I guess. I don't know what's going on. Well, first of all, we're using this bait that might not even work on perch. We could just change it to like worm. Oh wait, night crawlers. Night crawlers are pretty good for catching fatty perch. It is slow though. Night crawlers, yeah, good. Good minds think alike, or however it goes, Glock. I don't really know where to put these though. I just feel like straight out here sometimes is pretty good. Do we have a one? Yeah. Large one hook. We're just going to go for it with night crawlers here. It'd be funny if I ended up getting the trophy on night crawlers. Oh, nice Glock. Char spot at quarry, 15-meter hole, Texas rig jig step. I like it. Oh, I think we're getting a bite finally. It's like that time of day when the bite slows down. And the fish get small. Oh, that stinks, Smokey. I have, my power strip is sort of at my feet, which is not very smart, but it is. I have disconnected my monitor before with my toe. All of a sudden it's just like off, and I'm like, what happened? Alright. So, we caught a 222 gram perch. It would have been cool to see how that 222 gram perch ate my 80 gram bleak. Like, that'd have been a fun fish cam moment, I think. Let's try a rough. You do that with your knee. It happens. No, but I'm willing to try anything relicade. Far west side. On that little dock. What dock are we talking about? I can go down there and see. I mean, I am certainly not doing any big perch down here right now. You talking about like the white wood or whatever that goes into the water? Oh, is it called perch something? Let's go check it out. I haven't seen that many trophy perch being caught at Mosquito lately. The couple that I've seen people talk about have been up where we just were in that area. But, I mean, I think it's probably pretty random. Perch are everywhere, and such a small chance on trophy, it feels like. Makeshift dock place. Alright, I might run right past it if I'm not careful. Am I stuck on the ground? There we go. A good perch spot on Belaya. I hope I don't ever have to catch a trophy perch again. Anywhere. Wait, is this what we're talking about? Okay. Oh, to the right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I've caught plenty of trophy perch before. All I'm trying to do right now, guys, is the stinking trophy card. It's the only one I'm missing on Mosquito. So it has to be caught at Mosquito. And if I wasn't going for the trophy perch, if I was fishing for other things here, I probably would catch it. There's a big perch for Sophie. That is how it always is, isn't it, Smokey? The spot might just be cold right now. I mean, it is crazy. This wacky rig hasn't caught a perch yet. It usually is just like every cast you catch little perch. Although the bait fish has a fish on it. Maybe the night crawlers too. The funny thing is we're down here where night crawlers might start catching like sleepers and gibbles and stuff. I haven't caught anything yet. Another spot that I was having some luck catching perch was over off of this beach. Or maybe it was this spot. I can't remember now. I think it was this spot. And just casting out into this 3-5 area. I might go try that. I mean, if I can't even get a small perch here right now, then... Okay, there's something. Then even when the time gets a little later... What is that? It's a little sleeper. Alright, let's move. Let's move spots. Thank you, Big Daddy. I've been struggling with the Should I cast in the water or outside of the water? And I think you have helped me figure that out. P.S. They're everywhere. Yeah, you would think that, Razor. That is our normal experience, isn't it? Mad Mac also says that they're in the water, so that we've got 2 votes for in the water. What about like this puddle right here? Do you think there's any trophy perch here? Would this be a good spot? All the trophies are down here. Maybe we should just fish down here. All the trophies. I do occasionally catch perch down there in the trophy Gibble Crucian Chinese sleeper spot, but I don't know. Oh, we should go to the cafe and steal one. Hey, here's another makeshift dock. Yeah, are we? Yeah, I think we want to be off this spot though. It's in the puddle. All right, here we go. All right, so let's just put a couple of enticing baits. This whole area is like 3.5, so it's not the deepest part of the lake, but it's also not super shallow either. And I was actually using a foam rubber fish and doing pretty good out here, and this was a couple weeks ago, but it's worth trying it again, I think. We're getting some more bait. So, is this what I have the foam rubber fish on? Oh, I've got nasty worm on it. But we can put it on that. I think we want like a what's the test on this? Actually, I think we want the heavier one then. And just a black foam rubber fish. We'll go like 25, I guess. Oh, is there? Now, going away from Wacky Rig, you're definitely going to slow down your bite rate. But sometimes you get bigger perch. When you do catch it. So we'll try this for a little bit and then we'll switch back to Wacky. Because it does seem like there's at least a little bit of perch activity over here. But it's pretty nice, like you can jig step it all the way. Cast this thing a country mile. But I don't think the percher is active right now because last week when I was doing this several days, I would go through bait fish like crazy. And it seems like no matter where we put them right now, we're not getting that many fish on bait fish either. Congrats on level 31 there. Who was that? Alias. I can't say your name right now. My brain. But congrats on 31 and a nice trophy mirror. Level up on a trophy. That's pretty awesome. Fly and mayfly. Have we ever been able to do sandwich bait on feeders? That's never been a thing, right? Sandwich bait is only on float. Tellies. You can use 2 boilies on feeder, but you can't use 2 baits, can you? What's up, Reavers? You streaming tonight, Reavers? So if you go to bottom fishing, if we could do sandwich bait, it would be on here, right? I don't think we can. All right, I actually caught a perch doing that. One second, guys. What's up, Wrangler? Which spot for Ruffle Mosquito? I mean, camp spot's still working. It's just, for me, I've been getting snagged a lot, so it's been pretty frustrating. Whew. My wife's picking up some dinner for us, so we were trying to figure that out. Just getting up for the day, dang. I mean, you can go out, if you go out like to a 14 or 15 meter clip, you'll kind of miss the snags better. But the question is, are you going to get rough or are you going to get eyed? Because the eyed were kind of moving in there too, so I don't know. I think you can still catch rough over there. You just got to be careful that the snag. Did y'all see that pike I caught just now, like right up against the shore here? Sort of alarming. You're living on West Coast time. Yeah, this doesn't feel super active either, actually. Have you played any of the new map in Call of the Wild, Wrangler? I haven't either. Yeah, I think you have to buy it. I mean, it's cheap, but I think you do have to buy it. Alright, first fish on night crawlers is a bream. Such is our life today. Oh, that's awesome, Relique. Yeah, it probably is. I mean, they've got their summer sale stuff going on Steam, so I bet it is still. There's, if it's not on sale, it probably will go on sale again. I'm not sure about Oldberg Bream right now. Actually, I think I do know a spot. Hold on. There's been a good spot lately now that I think about it. Yeah, I think that's right, Relicade. 25, 28, something like that. And hadn't it been better with pea porridge lately? Yeah, short clip. I think people were using like up to a 20-meter clip, but 15 to 20, something like that. What's up, Gravy? Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about, Wrangler. Isn't this like a sequel to another hunting game? It was, what's it called? Something Hunting 2. I watched a couple vids on it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. The first one looked really bad, but maybe the second one will be better. Whoa. Yeah, Hunting Sim 2. Is it supposed to be good? I mean... Bait fish is not chosen. That would be so daunting to try to compete with Hunter Call of the Wild or Classic even. Yeah, it definitely looks better than the last one. I'll agree with that. It looked a little arcadey to me, but I could be wrong. Am I right on pea porridge, or is it gone back to yeah, pea porridge. Even cottage cheese dough's working. That's awesome. All right, one more cast here. Call of the Wild is good, Sophie. I mean, I wish that they could take the graphics of Call of the Wild and implement the systems from Hunter Classic. I'd kind of like a combination of those two games, to be honest. But yeah, but if you like hunting games, it's hard to beat either one of those, Hunter, Call of the Wild, or Classic. I tend to play Call of the Wild more these days if I'm going to play a hunting game. It's got enough complexity and like simulation feel to it at this point for me, but it's definitely a little more on the arcadey side compared to Classic, but not as much as most hunting games. They just came out with a new map where you can do turkey hunting, among other things, and they teamed up with Remy, what's his name? Warren, Remy... Everybody hold your breath here. You know what this is? Look at the time of day. This is just going to be a nice bream. I mean, you never know, but I feel like this is probably just a nice bream. Could it be? That's the question. Could it be? Is it fighting exactly like a bream? I mean, I don't know that it is, but I still say there's a better chance of it being a bream. I don't have ground bait on, so I don't know. We're about to find out. It's coming in now. I don't think it's either one. It's like a tench or something. That's a nice tench for mosquito. All right, the hunt for the perch continues. Next time, I guess. I am perched out right now. Yeah, I am. That was my goal, was to, although I don't think I got as much perch as I thought I would that are bait size, but I usually get way more. Do time and bite all day long, or is it just certain time? I mean, I know they're rare, kind of ish, but anybody else gonna try carp in course? Am I gonna try carp in course? Probably, but who knows? Just depends. It'll be out. It'll come out while I'm on vacation, so I'll have a chance to kind of see what people are saying about it. Watch some people playing it, maybe. Fishing sim too. Like, I think, what's the test? Up to 140? So I'm not going to be able to use, let me see. Do I have to go carp rods for this nonsense? 160 test. Oh, that's awesome, Razor. All right, let me see here. I mean, how... I guess I technically probably do want... probably do want the really big boys in case we hook into a big one, huh? I wonder how important fluorocarbon is. What's the heaviest perch I have? Yeah, that's too heavy. 165 test. Okay, hold on. I can go... Still too heavy. 1.8 grams. Wow. What's the test on the other one? 195. So we go a little heavier on this one. We do want something that's going to sit still in the current, though. All right, so the lightest perch I have is that one, and then we're fine. And then this one we should be fine with. Might need to get a different sinker here. Maybe the 50 gram will be okay. Let's try the heavy one. Yeah, we're fine on this one. Okay. That is a huge test, Wrangler. Huge. I don't think people use... Oh, people have used ground bait in the past for timing, but it doesn't look like there's anything necessarily active for timing. Huh. That's weird. I didn't know there was timing ground bait. All right, so we have 73.43, 73.52, 73.50. All right. We don't really want to clip on. We just want to full cast it, I think. Anyone know anything about the new map? I mean, all we know is what they've told us. No new updates recently, though. All right, let's see, we need to go lure. .4 is okay for the brown trout and stuff, right? Oh gosh, I may not even have the right lures. Spiker number 2007. Are those too big for UL? I might should look at UL, huh? Oh wait, those aren't spoons, those are... I have the 15, I have the 1, 15, and 18. Oh wait, is it that size? Yeah, we're good, okay. We'll see if they sell that one. What's up, Greep? Thank you. Greetings to you. Spiker's what I want. You use 9 kilo on ultralight Wrangler? Or you just don't do ultralight? Why do I think that this will be out of stock? Oh gosh, the 7's in stock. Okay. So now we've got a couple different spikers we can try. And then what, like 18 retrieval speed, something around there. And what was somebody saying earlier? Like, is it the rock up there to the right of that rock? Is that what y'all were saying? Or the rock down at the bottom? Still a little early, huh? Northern rock? Okay. To the right and to the left. Thanks for the follow, Gaben. I appreciate it. Oh crap. This is Northern Rock. Okay, gotcha. Last time I fished here, I think I was fishing down at the Southern Rock, but Perch. Oh, the perch. Sandwich, sandwich, sandwich. It's too bad. Do I think your trophy pike will bite? Absolutely. Absolutely. What leader for pike? Big. Well, it depends on if you're using fluorocarbon. If you're doing fluorocarbon, big. I guess if you're doing steel, you don't have to do as big. What was I doing on I might have been using steel, actually. I think I was using big steel. I might have been doing like 30 kilo steel. I might have done 45 some, but my jerk rod doesn't have, I wasn't overloading it like too much when I caught that trophy. I have one of the cheaper jerk rods. There's a brown trout. They're here. Some sharp little teeth. Just checking to see.